We have one last performer. This is Dr. Marshall. And after him, we have open mic. We have Dr. Marshall come in his own way.
Changes, changes, changes. They're all around. All around. Changes. There goes reality in a live chameleon coat. Geography is wearing thin, like the life of a fly on its back on the floor in a spin. We've seen holes, worn thin on elbows and knees, revealing scraps of information. Has it been so long since another reality rode the spade, shoveled history into a pile, dug a hole in time? Maya stands aside, watching the work rub blisters on Panorama's palms. Fluid present runs livid beneath the stretching skin. Changes. When I was in Portland, Oregon, there was this huge complex built by the Catholic Church. It had an archbishop, it had a whole bevy of nuns who had their own convent. Then the Catholic Church downsized. The archbishop moved away, the nuns took over. The St. Francis Hotel. Since the archbishop died, Our Lady of Angels runs the St. Francis Hotel. She and her sisters live in the archbishop's house and rent out rooms in the convent. Even St. Francis can get a room here now. Tonight there are more icons than guests. Mary stands on a cloud of babies by a window at the end of the hall. Mary, St. Francis, and the babies are the only ones on the third floor tonight. Mary liked it better when the archbishop was alive. But we can barely get men to mow the grass, and carpenter ants infest the cloister roof. Bats roost in the eaves, and Our Lady of Angels has a computer. St. Francis splits his Irish stout with her. Lady Angel, we had a man in to spray ants today, and we're lucky that the bats live here with us. It seems to me your sisters like it better now, not having to ask anyone except themselves and God. They should have to ask the Archbishop. Listen, Lady Angel has a sign above her terminal. When God created man, she was only joking. Mary doesn't smile. Lady Angel asked if I got the rib, and I said no, Adam lost it in a dream. Mary almost smiles, hums the babies to sleep in the cloud, while St. Francis blows the blues on his harp. Up the hill in the mansion, Our Lady of Angels is already dreaming, asleep in the Archbishop's bed, dreaming of God speaking of Holy Trinity without spooks. Holy Child, Holy Father, Holy Mother, Holy Trinity. Okay, the last changes, and this room has certainly changed tonight, but for you diehards, the last changes that I'm going to talk about is about this guy that I knew. Well, it's actually several guys, and even part of me. And let's call him Horny Harry, or Cockeye. He saw her through his cockeye. She was standing by the road. Her thumb out made him think of his pud. A foaming break straight, he didn't stand. No wearing out his shoes. He swung that car door open, and he laid on her the news. Well, honey, you're in the hands of a man who can make you feel that you are real. We can see them lights are flashing out in space. Come in here beside me, girl. give this big wheel a swirl. And what all your life's been waiting for. She saw him through her green eyes. He was sitting in his car. His proposition made her meet on street. Two loud words came out of her mouth, one from the north and one from the south. They punctuated with the slamming door. Well, honey, Harry sat there wilting like flour in the heat. His welcome, horse relaxed and floated to rest on the seat. He started up his engine and his thinking with a key, and drove off from a place he thought he'd never live to see. She waved goodbye. Now she was smiling. She waved goodbye. But was he gone? Well, Cockeye cocked his head and checked the rearview mirror scene. He thought of spinning rocks, but for him that was just too mean. He reached right down with his left hand, turned on his radio. The DJ played a song for him, for Cockeye, don't you know? He dreams of M&M girls, all dressed up in candy coats. He licks his lips, but his fingertips can't touch the image as it floats. He's an unintegrated man. The world will not follow his plan. Locked into his fantasy, refusing to see any other possibility. He sees his sister swinging on the sharp end of a fork. He is a can of bull who never will get full, but he's likely to pop his fork. He's an unintegrated man. The world will not follow his plan. Locked into his fantasy, refusing to see any other possibility. Come fall, most leaves are leafing, setting sail for shore again. But there's always a few whose fingers will not undo. They hang dead, flying in the wind. They are unintegrated men. The world will not follow their plan. Locked into their fantasy, refusing to see any other possibility.